Hey there, everyone. Red Brian here. Okay, I'm working on the Scott's 4-wheel steer mower. As you can see, there is a mouse nest in the engine. Not as bad as I thought it was. And fortunately, the ignition wire appears to be fully intact and not cut. I got gloves on, at least on one hand right now. I got another glove in my right hand. I'm going to get rid of that mouse nest. And I'm going to push this out to the driveway, just past Emily Loves Her Dogs, and pressure wash this engine. I did wash the tractor initially whenever we got it, but didn't really want to get the pressure washer out. Also, as you can see, I pulled the carburetor. I did that last night. It was surprisingly clean inside. I have it soaking in carb cleaner anyways, just in case. But either the previous owner drained the gas tank, because the gas tank is completely dry on this, didn't even have a gas smell in it, or he ran it dry. So it did run, but it was just overheating. I wonder if that's one of the issues why it was overheating, because of the mouse nest. Also, he said something flew into the carburetor, so I wonder if it was a piece of the mouse nest, and that's right when he stopped using it. He said as soon as that happened, he never used it again. So hopefully, if I'm lucky, this engine will be okay. But if not, I have that 17 horse overhead valve engine that needs a head gasket I could stick in here. Or I have the other engine from the other 4-wheel steer I could stick in here as well. But no matter what, I'd like to try and get this engine running and keep this engine in this tractor, keep it stock. Some people do like that. Sorry about that, when they're original. So it's all apart. I am debating on taking off all the heat shields. It's only a couple bolts, and once I get that mouse nest out of the way, I don't really want to sit in front of it and have that stuff in my face. It's not really fun and not really good for your health. So here it is. I'm going to get some work done on it, and if I'm lucky, in about an hour or so, this thing will crank up and run. Nothing beats a pressure washer. Okay, just quickly gave the engine a quick bath. As you can see, just about everything's out of the engine. I'm going to come back and do another spray of it. I'm also respraying the entire tractor just to get all the excess stuff I missed off of it. Spraying all down in here. I got up underneath the flywheel. Got anything out from underneath there. I'm not going to take the flywheel off unless I have to. All up underneath the coils, all clean. Everything looks good in here. You can sometimes tell if these have overheated. It changes the coloring of the engine. It appears to be okay, but I just pulled this cover away. I couldn't find a wrench, and I didn't want to look through everything to take that shield off. But it's looking pretty good now. It does so much better taking off all these shields, and you can get right in there and get right into the actual engine. Next I'm going to be doing is I'm going to pressure wash the racer's engine just to clean it up a bit. Basically the same concept I'm doing on here. Get all the excess dirt and grass out of the engine, make it run cooler. It's another good reason to do this. This should almost be a yearly maintenance. Take the engine right apart like this, take all the covers off, and wash it. You don't necessarily have to take the carburetor off if your engine's running good, but take all your covers off. If it's a high-hour machine, if you use it a lot, it is worth your time if it's going to save your engine. So, starter doesn't look too bad. I've seen worse. A couple worn teeth on there, but it did turn over, so it should be okay. But here it is. So you guys saw the before, and here's the in-between / after. As you can see, the Scott's lives. After 2 different trips to the parts store, the local parts store, to pick up some parts, I've finally got the correct parts for the carburetor. A little bit of a fuel leak right there, so I'll drain the tank before I go in for the night. But as you can see, it does live. I'll fire it back up. Oh, one other issue I'm having, that there. Okay, and also the headlights do work. They come on when the engine's running, unlike the other one, they come on just the keys on. So the only issue with starting is this right here. You gotta make sure it's pulled back. Not a big deal, it's probably just a spring in there. Like I said, I got all the parts on the other one as well. This thing really stinks real bad. I wonder if there's a mouse nest in the exhaust. That's the steam coming off the carburetor. But the exhaust is kind of smoking a bit. Or it could be the fuel dripping on the exhaust. There's a little bit of a fuel drip down there. Try to tighten that up. Yeah, see this line right here is rotted, so gotta replace the fuel lines. But it runs. Doesn't sound too bad. This carb needs to be adjusted a bit. And probably more fuel I run through it. It should help clear it up. Next will be seeing if the tranny works, but at least it does run. So that's pretty much it. So I'll talk to you later. Please keep your head neck like always, and please subscribe and comment.